Hi guys, Ryu here. Let's attack this gun, front of the gun. So let's delete this, okay, because we don't need it. And we're gonna have to fix this one, alright? So let's see, let's bring it to local and yeah, you know what? Change of plans. Let's bring the old one. I'm sorry, this one is just too much cut. Cut too much. So let's play with this one, shall we? Let's make it smaller and then wider on Y to fit it. And let's extend it on this axis. But before we do that, let's simply remove all these edges, okay? Because this will not do. So let's remove these ones and dissolve edges. They will work. Let me see that. Wait a minute. Let's bring it to local. It didn't work? Why not? Oh, we dissolved these ones too. No, we know these ones only. So select with Shift. Alright, and then dissolve. There we go. Dissolve edges. And what we want is, you know what, it's gonna be faster to do it manually. Can't be bothered with mirrors. In fact, just press W and select all these, and we're good. And we selected everything. Control deselect this one and dissolve. Nice. Alright, so W to get back and go to front view, as in back view, because our front view is our back view. That's our front view, back of the rifle, and that's our back view, which is the front of the rifle. It's just turned around, but it's okay. So let's move it up, GZ, and move it up, and then let's apply the scale. And then let's grab these two and bevel them from the back view again. So back view, come on. And let's bevel them like this and round them up like this. And then select the top and the sides here. Come on. Up to here and up to here. And front view again. And G, Z, and move it down. Nice. So now, you know, I wanted to fit it inside of this gun here. So let's grab this one and these ones and these ones and back view. Come on. And GZ and move it in here a little bit. We might need to fix these two. Let's select these ones, okay? So let's select these and these. Leave these on the edges, right? So the last ones here and here, you see? I left these edges alone. Alt X and dissolve, and we're gonna do the same thing. So let's go to front view and let's grab the face, front view again, which means back view. Move it down and select these two edges and apply scale. And then simply, again, front view again, and Control B, and let's bevel this like that. Perfect. Now we are talking. So now we got this perfect cut, right? So once we did that, we're gonna have a bit of fun. So first of all, let's grab a cube. And let's make this cube smaller because it's huge. And make it, move it in here. And let's go to the side view and move this one in here and scale it a bit, move it in here, SX, scale it on X, and front view and scale, and by front view I mean back view. Select these two, back view again, and Control B, but chamfer it like this, okay? And select this face in GY and move it outside. Okay? Come on. Oh, it's actually a right view. So it's left and right. Interesting, not back view. Sorry, my bad. It's right view. Alright, so let's you know, remove it. And let's copy this across with a mirror. So across y-axis with a mirror. And this is perfect. So now we're gonna cut cuts in it. So let's grab another cube and we're gonna make it kind of small. So really narrow and really small. So bring it in here and make it really small and really narrow. And by narrow, I mean really narrow. So kind of like tiny, like this. Maybe that's too narrow. GY, move it in here. GY, move it in this direction like this. And SX, make it a little bit thicker. And let me see. Apply the scale. So apply the scale and bevel this like that. Okay. And then let's array this. I'm not sure if this is not too thin though. Maybe we're gonna make it a little bit thicker. Something like this, right? Okay. And let's array this on z-axis. And then we're going to align it. So select all of it, R and 1, 2, 3, 3. And change the offset and change the count. Doesn't have to go all the way to the back, I mean to the front of the gun. And simply Control minus, right? This will cut this cutter. And will it copy it on to the other side? No, because we need to move the boolean above the mirror. So if you move the boolean above the mirror, it's going to get booleaned and then mirrored. Okay, so that's what we want. Perfect. So that's that. Okay. And then let's add another cube. So Shift A and cube and move it in here. And move it in here and here. And move it somewhere lower here. Make it really narrow this time. And extend it to the maximum. And Control minus, but we need to move it outside a little bit so it doesn't cut through. I want a groove. I don't want, you know, a cut through, just a groove, right? So let's apply the scale, and then what we can do is simply we could actually make this one smaller, so GG, and move it in. And simply SZ and scale it. Is it possible? Select the face, SZ, and scale it like this. Okay. And it's going to be a groove inside. Perfect. Let's see that. Let's move it to cutters. Both of them. Okay. Nice. And we need to move it above the mirror again, right? So where is the boolean? Let me see these modifiers. Weighting normals needs to be on the bottom. Boolean has to be above the bevel, and both of them need to be above the mirror. Okay, so otherwise it will not get mirrored across. What is going on here? Oh, the bevel is too thick. So let's go to bevel and make it thinner. So 0.01 it should do. Fascinating. Let's add some loops in here, shall we? Did it help? Nope. Huh, why am I getting hotlining here? Let me see order of these modifiers. Why am I getting more and more bull in here somewhere? So wait a minute, this one is the groove and this one is the cut. Ah. So wait a minute, this one is not deep enough? I think it's not deep enough. You see this problem? That's very common, right? So when the bevel is not deep, when the bevel is too thick and the cut is not deep enough, this is what's gonna happen, right? So the problem we're having now is that the bevel is really tiny, okay? So, I mean, the object actually, we could fix it by scaling the object, but what we might do is simply make this bevel a little bit thinner. So 0.5, and see, now it's fixed. It's simply this bevel and this bevel were overshooting one another. They were too close and the lines were overshooting, and that's why you had this hot lining. So it's a good practice to check your bevels all the time. Now I'm happy with it, so I'm going to apply it, okay? And I'm going to actually go to front mode, and I'm going to insert it like this, right? And I'm going to Shift D it and P to its own selection. Select this one again, local mode, and grab this face and actually Control plus and F to insert face to make it, restore it to its previous original state. And this one we're going to use as a cutter, okay? So EX and extrude it on X and move it inwards. So move it in here and simply slash it, okay? So Control slash. And we are going to move this boolean on top of here, and the same here. You have to be above weighted normals and bevel and the mirror. Okay, perfect. Let's move it to cutters. Now I'm going to cut 2 holes in here. Or actually maybe 1. Let's move it in the middle. Make sure your cube is in the middle, okay? That's important because we're cutting the gun's I don't know how what's it called? The place where the bullets come out. Whatever you name it. Alt scale, Alt A and apply scale. And then let's grab these edges and actually let's bevel them. Yeah, let's bevel them. And what we're gonna do is apply auto smooth and Control minus. And we're actually gonna drive it quite deep, okay? So deep. Alright. And let's bring the modifier, the Boolean modifier, above weighted normals, above bevel, and above mirror. By the way, if you're using hardops, all these Boolean arrangement and modifier arrangements can happen automatically if you set it up. So it's just extremely helpful. You don't have to do it. Save a lot of time. So let's grab another cube, bring it here and R, and rotate it so it aligns with the front of the gun, and simply slice it, okay? And then we're going to apply the boolean, right? Now, when I'm gonna drop a loop here and align it, so EF, perfect, and then GG, I can move it in here. Alright, I'm gonna have to cut it on the other side too. Fine. So let's move this box, Shift D, and cut it in here too, and apply the boolean. And now I can run my loops the way I want. So EF, one more time, GG, EF. There you go. So I want it somewhere here, and I want to split it, okay, into quite a few actually, like this. And then I want to, let's grab this one, and I want to select it, all of them. Okay, and let's split it again. So Control B, right? And then what we're going to do is simply E and Alt S and scale him down. So Alt S, does it work? How about S? Just S. Okay, let's see how we're looking. So scale them a little bit more. SY, scale them on S. And this should do. Let's see how we're looking. Yeah, we're looking good. That's pretty rad. That's pretty rad. What is this in the middle here? Wait a minute. What? Oh, this one is not cut. So we need to cut this one as well. Right. So let me see. We would need to grab this. Actually, you know what? We can do it with this one too. So let's grab this one and the middle part. So let's grab the cutter and this cut and this shape in the middle. I hope I'm grabbing the right one. Yes, and control minus. There we go. Because we need to see inside, you see. Otherwise, it's going to be a problem. So, okay. So we're good. And now, what we're going to do is move this one a little bit outside. So GX and move it just tiny bit outside, okay? Like this. Alright, that's pretty cool. I like it. Alright, nice. Actually, maybe even a little bit more. Although what we could do is grab a cube, another cube, because we like cubes, rotate it, right, and make sure it's aligned. It isn't, now it is. Scale it a little bit and move it in here, and scale it a bit more, and let's see, you know what, let's scale it even more, like this, and grab it in here. Okay, and now let's actually make it a wider. Shift A scale and grab two chamfers and move it outside somewhere here, like this, and actually cut it. So control minus. There we go. Oops, not this one. And let's put these cutters into cutter collection, so they're not causing problems. Now let's grab another cube and make it small and bring it in here. And outside, make it small and narrow, maybe not that narrow, and bring it somewhere here. And modify array, and that's way too many, that many, and apply scale, and let's grab these edges, and then let's cut them in like this, and simply slash this mesh. Now we got some red problems in here. I wonder what's happening. Let me see. Something is clashing. Ah, this one. So this is too deep, which means we can just, oops, move the cutter gently outside, okay, like this. Let me see that. Or maybe we have to go through. So, all the way through. Let's see if this is gonna help it. Let's see if we can find a better place for this cutter. So just simply move it around and see if this red spot disappears here. Why is it causing this? I wonder. There's some face pulling in here, probably on this element here. Okay, in this case, let's move it outside. Let's don't cut it through all the way. Let's cut it like this. Yep. And let's apply all the booleans. So let's move these booleans up, shall we? Up, up, and up. Okay, and then above the bevel, and then above the mirror, right? So above the mirror. Okay, so we got We got, wait, bevel has to come here. So weighted normals, bevel, mirror, and all the booleans. And now we can apply them. And before we do that, we need to apply this data thing. So let's apply all the booleans. So now it's actually confirmed mesh, and same here. Weighted normals, bevel, mirror, booleans. Okay, let's apply the booleans and enjoy our life. So now let's see the bevel. Is it working? Yeah, it's working. Now it's catching, you see. Now it's catching nicely. Okay, cool. Alright, so we got the front of the gun more or less sorted. Cutters and cutters. We will need still some fine details in here, but that's, that can come later. I want to perform one more cut in this one, okay, so let me show you. Let's grab this line here, so this line, that's what I want to grab. So Shift D. What I need from this one is the shape, okay, this shape, this curve. So GY and move it outside. Don't worry about the mirror, we're gonna fix it later. In fact, we can drop this mirror across this one, you're gonna be fine. So we remove actually these, because we don't need them. Wait a minute. Change of plans. Let's select this vert and this vert, okay. Alt A and bottom. Now select all these verts and press 1 to merge them at last. Nice. Now let's move this one on y-axis here, and let's remove bevel from this equation and weighted normals if there is anything. What's this boolean doing here? Nothing. Remove it. Cool. And now we can actually cut it. So move it inside, but go to the side view, and I want to make it smaller. So let's bring the origin to geometry. So Shift S and to geometry. Make it a little bit smaller and move it like this, okay? Something like this. Okay. And then we're gonna move this one lower and this one on the x-axis, okay? And then we're going to slash it. So Control slash. And see how deep we're gonna go. Let's move deeper. So whoops, just the cutter. GY and move it in. I don't want to go all the way down, okay? Just to this place, okay? And then let's actually bevel this here. And how are we looking on the front? We're looking okay, actually, because this is a separate piece, right? Brilliant, okay. So we're good. So now we can actually apply this. So where's the boolean? Here we got two booleans going on, so we can move them above, not below, above. There we go, above everything, and just apply them after you apply the data. So apply both, and then go here and do the same thing. So move booleans above the mirror, simply apply them. All right. So now let's see the bevel here. Bevel is set to weight, probably. Yes, so it means we need to probably run some edges. So let's do this, shall we? Let's run them edges. So here, this one, but not this one, and definitely not this one. So press W, and with Control you can deselect them. And then this one, and definitely these ones, and this one. So with Control you can actually press W and whoops, select them with Shift. Oh no, we can't. We have to do it manually. So select here with Shift and with Control here, and you're done. And then we need this one as well, but not this one, but it's inside, so it's okay. I don't have to worry about it. So now we're gonna go with B weight, and we should be fine. Do we have bevel weighted normals? No, we don't, which means we need it. So weighted normals, and we should be fine. This one is a bit of a pig, to be honest, here, but that's the problem. There we go. Now it's perfect. All right, let's see how we're looking. We're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. So what I wanted to do is select this edge around, all right? Okay. Here and here. And actually chamfer it like this. Cool. That's nice. I like this. Nice separation. And this one needs beveling as well. So, I mean, the edge needs beveling. This one here can't be helped, but we could actually... no, we're gonna leave it alone. This is not an ideal boolean, guys, but it's inside, so we don't have to worry about it. What we need to worry about is this edge here, which needs to be beveled, okay? Like this, right? And this piece also needs weighted normals, which will flatten all the large faces. Whoa. Which means we're missing... Ah, this is the piece with missing bevels, isn't it? Right? Remember the piece with missing bevels, where bevels were continuously disappearing? That's the one, isn't it? Yep. All right, fine. Let's just add them for the nth time. I have no idea why these bevels are disappearing in this version of Blender. I think it's something really bugged, but if it's okay in your Blender, then you don't have to worry about it. But in this one, I unfortunately have to fix it. So this edge needs to be beveled for sure. All around here. Not this round, this round. Okay. So bevel. I need to bevel this. And we need to bevel these two. Let's see. I think we're done. This was a shadow, remember? This one is running extremely close here. And this one is missing a bevel, or am I seeing things? What's going on here? Ah, this needs to be beveled. Yes. For it to work. And this one should be beveled too. Let's turn this pass through off, because it throws me off. And this one needs to be beveled as well. Right. And now everything is fine-ish. I still think we should use a loop in here like this to simply reduce the tension. It needs to be really in the middle, guys, otherwise it's gonna be a problem. So just combine these and it should be fine. Not ideal, but it should help a little bit. The shading here is not perfect, you see. So what we could do, technically, we could just move this down. Like this. And this would, sort of help a little bit with the shading. Yep. Right? Nice. Okay. I think we're good. Oh, yes. And we need something in here. And should be everything. Shouldn't it? Am I correct? This one should not be beveled, by the way. So bevel weight -1. There we go. Okay, we good. Let's save it because a lot of work. So cutters. So now the last part that we need to work on in terms of mid details is this laser device here on the top, and then the tripod. So we're going to start with the small one, which is this laser device. So this bit, we're going to do something funky with it, and then we're going to move on to the tripod. Thanks for watching, and I catch you in the next video.